Hey, greetings everyone from our home to yours. Happy Sunday. I hope that this finds you safe and well. And today we're going to be talking about telling the truth and swearing. Our scripture comes from Matthew chapter 5, verses 33 through 37, where Jesus says, "Again, you have heard that it was said to our ancestors, 'You must not break your oath, but you must keep your oaths to the Lord.' But I tell you, don't take an oath at all, either by heaven because it's God's throne, or by earth because it is his footstool, or by Jerusalem because it is the city of the great king. Do not swear by your head, because I cannot make a single hair white or black. But let your yes mean yes and your no mean no. Anything more than this is from the evil one." So Jesus is teaching about the importance of honesty and oaths, or the honesty in making or taking oaths. And an oath is simply what we would call a promise. I mean, it's much more than that, but there's not too many oaths that we take anymore unless you work for the government or join the military, or you're part of an organization where you take an oath. Maybe the court, you swear an oath to tell the truth, the whole truth. But we really don't use that word very much in America today. Have you ever noticed how we in the United States have a habit, it's in our culture, of saying, "I swear," or "really," or "honestly," or something similar to that when we're trying to convince someone that what we are saying is actually true? So let me give you an example. So let's say the cows got out of the pasture and dad asked the son, "Son, did you shut the gate?" And the son says, "Yes, I did." Dad continues to look at the son, at you, the son, and he looks at you like, hands on the hips with that glare, and his face tells you, "No, you didn't." So you say, "Dad, I swear I shut the gate." And dad looks again, and then he says, "Did you really shut the gate?" And you say, "Yes, Dad, I swear on a stack of Bibles I shut the gate." I think the ultimate incantation of truth has to be, I swear on someone's grave, insert that name. That seems to be in America today the highest swear point. But why did it ever come to that? I mean, why can't we just say, "Yes, this is really good. This is some of the best food I've ever had," and everyone believes us? Well, this problem is nothing new. In Jesus' day, there was a system much like we have today in that their truthfulness and their swearing of oaths needed a system, swearing twos, to indicate the level of honesty and truth that was being said. So the Pharisees, the religious leaders of the day, the scholars that were teaching about religion, had created a system of swearing promises to one another. And so there were multiple levels of truth in the use of these oaths. And once you knew what these levels of truths and oath swearing were, you knew if someone was telling the truth or if they were trying to get, something over. It's kind of like when you cross your fingers and hold them behind your back when mom asks you if you cleaned your room. So these oaths that were being sworn at that time, the ultimate was swearing an oath by heaven. And it was considered the most binding and therefore the most truthful thing that you could say and swear an oath by. And so it's much more powerful than swearing by earth. As Jesus said, the kingdom versus the earth, and the earth is God's footstool. So what Jesus is telling them is to quit using God to back up your promises. When you say something or make an oath, simply say it. Don't add those levels of declaration or swearings. I swear by this or I swear by that, because if you're telling the truth, it's not necessary. But the problem then and the problem now is that distrust and being untruthful are the default, it seems. I mean, that's really why we have to say, "I really swear," or "really I'm honest," or "I swear on someone's grave," to confirm the truth and the veracity of what we're saying. But it shouldn't be that way at all. It should have never gotten to this point. Our yes should be yes and our no should be no. When you tell your spouse they look great in an outfit, they don't have to ask you until they're convinced that you're telling the truth or not. They can simply ask, "Do I look great in this outfit?" And you say, "Yes, dear, you do." And that's it, because you're honest. Your yes was yes and your no was no. So I guess that's our goal for this week then. Simply to be that our yes is yes and our no is no, and we don't have to clarify or confirm it or swear by anything. Keep the I swears out of your vocabulary and just tell the truth. Grace and peace to you. God bless you.